Thanks, Tashara. Okay, so let's get back to our top story this morning. Texas Motor Speedway will become the largest drive-thru vaccine clinic in the state, as we mentioned, possibly even the country. Chris Sadeghi live this morning outside of the racetrack in Fort Worth. And Chris, this site has a very big goal for this week.
Yeah, Kara, it is going very big in Denton County with this vaccination hub at Texas Motor Speedway. A lot of the volunteers, workers who are going to make it happen are really starting to arrive now. The goal to vaccinate 30,000 people this week, and they will start doing that at 7:30 this morning. They'll also do it on Thursday and Friday, and we'll aim for 10,000 people a day. But it is still appointment only through the Denton County Public Health website. You don't have to live in the county, but you do have to have an appointment. We want to make that clear. The county judge said they think this could be the largest drive-through hub in the entire country. They've got plenty of room out here, 131 acres of parking lot, 16 different drive-through lanes, all put together by 400 volunteers who will be doing the vaccinations. Both the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines will be used. There's 160,000 people on the county wait list, so it'll take a constant supply of vaccines over several weeks. But as we've seen hiccups and delays that have plagued the other hubs, the hope is that this one will be a well-tuned machine, kind of like a race car. And they need that for everyone to make sure they do their part and know exactly what to do.
Important as this is, we need to make sure this process runs as smoothly as possible. So make sure you're registered and had confirmation that you're in, and then come out here and we'll take care of you for sure.
And another good piece of information to know where to come if you do have an appointment. You don't want to get lost. You want to come to 2401 Petty Place, Fort Worth. If you put that address, that location in your navigation system, in your GPS, it'll lead you right here. It is the west entrance here at the track, and it should put you right where you need to be to get in line for those vaccinations at your appointment time. Kara, back to you.
That's right, appointment being a key word. Thanks, Chris. So no matter where you're traveling or how you do plan to get there, you are going to have to mask up. A new CDC mandate took effect overnight. It applies to passengers on planes, trains, subways, buses, ships, even rideshare vehicles like Uber. If you've taken a rideshare, you know that along with most of these other places, transportation services have been requiring masks for months. It's now just official. If you do not wear one, it is a violation of federal law. Mark?
All right, thank you, Kara. Normalcy is returning to Texas. That's what Governor Greg Abbott said during his State of the State address last night. Cleo Green joins us live from our newsroom. And Cleo, the governor says he is making recovery from this pandemic his priority.
Yeah, Mark, he said a lot of things last night. I mean, during this State of the State address last night, he said that the economic recovery of Texas is in good shape. And he promised all Texans that he plans to accelerate the vaccine rollout plan.
Texas was the first state to vaccinate more than 1 million residents. And just 2 weeks later, we exceeded 2 million vaccinations. That number will increase even faster in the coming weeks.
So the governor also rolled out 5 emergency items to expand access to broadband, especially in rural areas here in Texas, to prevent cities from defunding police departments. Bail reform made that list. Also, election integrity made the list after the year that we had last year, and civil liability protections. We'll get into this in just a bit here. But now that these items are on his emergency list and have been tagged with emergency designation, they can actually be fast-tracked through the legislature. The governor also took some time to address freedom of religion during a pandemic.
I want a law this session that prevents any government entity from shutting down religious activities in Texas.
All right, so last night, Democrats, they did fire back, and they fired back quickly, saying that the governor, he just delivered too much of a rosy speech, and he really didn't pinpoint what's really going on here in Texas. A comment here that's making some headlines this morning is from State Democratic Chair Gilberto Hinojosa. He says, as the governor attempts to gloss over the lives that have been lost and the seriousness of the crisis that we face, Texans everywhere know things are not right, and they are getting worse. Mark, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Cleo, thank you for the update.